Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really, seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
June 7th, 1995, 1:15 a.m. You arrive home after a year abroad. You expect your family to greet you, but the house is empty. Something's not right. Where is everyone, and what's happened here? Gone Home is an interactive exploration simulator. Interrogate every detail of a seemingly normal house to discover the story of people who live here. Open any drawer or door. Pick up objects and examine them to discover clues. Uncover the events of one family's lives by investigating what they've left behind. Go home again. You are dropped into a world in front of a house on a porch during a rainstorm. You get very little context as to what will be inside of the house, other than you are a college student who is studying abroad. When you returned home, you realize that your family is missing. It is your job to investigate the mystery of what happened to your family and where they are. From there, you are completely free to experience the story on your own. You can look at whatever you want and figure out things on your own. This, in my opinion, is what makes Gone Home so unique. It challenges how we usually interact with stories and media. Gone Home is about exploration in a much different way than games usually portray it. Gone Home puts the story into the player's hand and lets them experience it for themselves. Player agency is the idea of control and how much the player has of it. Every game technically has player agency, but Gone Home absolutely thrives in it by letting the player unpack the information and completely decide for themselves what to do with it and how to feel about it. As content creator Satchbag would put it,
there's a place for the mundane, for the boring, everyday environment.
You can look at almost every object. There is no glowing or glimmering object that is more important than the other. You assign the importance or relevance to the environment, or you can choose not to. As you delve into the depths of this home, you learn not only of the characters, but the relationships between them as well. You don't just learn this through someone telling you about these people and their lives, you see it. You experience it for yourself through the objects and the notes scattered around the home. Gone Home absolutely has a story, but you can miss so much of it if you don't just take the time and look and listen. This hands over the control of unpacking the story to the player completely. This may not have impact on the actual story, but you have impact on how much of the story you know. In this game, you are not treated to an on-rail shooter or the chosen one who needs to save the universe. You take the role of a neutral party who needs to find out what happened. The story is yours to consume. This is a different and unique way to experience media rather than a film or a book in which you sit on the sidelines and watch the story unfold in front of you. You are an active participant in the storytelling process. Gone Home uses player agency in a way that many game developers neglect. The usage of a player's ability to unpack the story on their own and to create their own completely unique experience. Instead of holding the player's hand and showing them exactly what needs to be done and happen, Gone Home sets you free to explore this concept and resourceful asset on your own. Gone Home gives the player choice. It gives it freedom to completely unpack the story of its own. It really creates this whole encompassing feeling of like The story is yours. You make the story. You experience it. And that is why player agency is so unique to Gone Home. It is yours. The story is yours.